Get your travel facts here.
I'm taking another look at the Republic of Georgia today. When I see a higher than average views on any of my videos, I take that as a message from you guys that you want to see more. Here we go. More interesting facts about Georgia. Georgia is a country squeezed between the Caucasus Mountains in the north, the Black Sea to the west and the deserts to the south. It borders with Russia, Armenia, Azerbaijan and Turkey. Georgia is a crossroads of cultures, but also has a wealth of amazing geography. Many would find it difficult to place Georgia on a map. At least confuse it for the US state of the same name, but it's emerging as a popular travel destination. In any market in Georgia you're likely to come across amongst the knickknacks a framed mustachioed face looking back at you. After his death in 1953, there's still a market for portraits of Joseph Stalin, the Georgian-born leader of the former Soviet Union. George's most famous son, attitudes here towards Uncle Joe are complicated and conflicting. There is an amazing amount of modern architecture in Georgia. The new Parliament building is a huge glass and concrete bubble, looking like a giant eye. New police stations have been built that are all glass and see-through, symbolic of Georgia's aspirations for political transparency. While many of the country's infrastructure remains in terrible condition, built to impress foreign investors, tourists and politicians, has not gone unnoticed. There is some criticism that the glass-style buildings are not suited to the Georgian climate. Between men in Georgia there is a lot of physical contact. Men stroll the street arm in arm, or lounge in public areas, arms entangled. Our uninformed observer may be forgiven for thinking that this was a sign of tolerance for homosexuality. They'd be wrong. Surveys say Georgia is one of the world's most anti-gay countries. Attitudes that became apparent during anti-gay demonstration in Tbilisi. Thousands of people were angered as a group of gay rights activists wanted to gather against homophobic violence. The protesters shouted for gays to return to Europe. Other Georgians, though, were shocked by the display of intolerance, describing it as a sad day for Georgia. A gift from God, goes the saying in Georgia about a guest. Visitors are served food and drink, a great experience, but not always best for the waistline. Ask any visitor how they feel when they hear this phrase. The toast. Out comes the bottle of cha-cha, a strong Georgian schnapps, or a bottle of homemade wine. Both must be downed in large shots. No excuses. You'll be offered a bed for the night, then a full-scale party begins. The streets of Tbilisi, the Georgian capital, could be Rome. The young crowd wouldn't look out of place in Amsterdam. Take a look at any map and you'll find the former Soviet Republic 1,000 kilometers east of the Bosphorus, marooned in Asia. But head into the countryside, where local farmers make a subsistence living, and it's another world. Rather than Europe, it feels more like 19th century Italy than a modern-day Europe. This is my second video about Georgia. The more I learn about the country, the more I want to know. How about you? Why don't you let me know in the comments?
Subscribe, notifications, like, comment, share.
See you next time.